Hey friends, I'm Rachel. That's Bowie. And I thought it would be interesting to talk about what's going on in Trump's transiting chart in mid-March because there are some significant things, I think, and they don't look great. On this channel, I typically speak about spirituality, ascension of 5D, and the rise of feminine energies to come back into healthy balance with healthy masculine energies, and the new type of economic system we need to move through that transition and beyond. Specifically the seeds ecosystem, which allows you to build wealth through helping others. Part of the idea behind seeds is that if it's the generous people who are building wealth because they're being kind, we're not going to have a system that creates more Elon Musk, who, it can certainly be argued, primarily acquired that wealth through taking from others. If you want to check out seeds, I'll put the link in the description. In terms of the astrology, I'm very much a hobbyist, so if you see me make a mistake or if you would interpret something that I'm talking about in a different way, please totally correct me in the comments. I want to keep learning and getting better, so I appreciate it. So I'm going to talk about Trump's transiting chart in mid-March, and specifically I'm going to look at what 4 planetary bodies they're doing. Let's start with Saturn because it's the closest. So Saturn is currently at 22 degrees of Pisces as I'm recording this, which means that it's squaring Trump's natal sun as well as his natal moon. Trump's natal sun is at 22 degrees of Gemini. So Saturn represents restrictions and the sun represents vitality and ego and your core sense of identity. The sun literally represents your life force. So because Saturn is about restrictions, that means that there is this possibility that he'll run into restrictions relating to his actual life force, so potentially his health. Transiting Saturn at 22 degrees of Pisces is also squaring Trump's natal moon at 21 degrees of Sagittarius. So the moon represents emotion, it's the mother archetype in a chart, just as the sun is the father archetype. So that can suggest this idea of a nurturing, more powerful figure caring for a less powerful figure when the less powerful figure is really in need of care. And so with Saturn showing these restrictions on his natal moon, we've really seen this example of him restricting care for other countries that are in vulnerable positions right now, like Ukraine, and also the totally insane statements he's made about forcing everyone in Gaza out of their home. Saturn is also about to pass into Trump's natal 8th house, and the 8th house, which is associated with Scorpio, can also point to surgery or medical intervention, so that, like further suggests that there might be some health stuff going on for him. Chiron, the wounded warrior, moved into Trump's 9th house on March 8th. The 9th house is associated with Sagittarius, which rules the international, so foreign countries. It also governs education, and it's one of the signs that governs the law. So I think we're really seeing Trump coming from this wounded place, specifically this wounded masculine energetic place, where he's doing everything he can to undermine good qualities of law, rule of law itself, in the way that he's abusing executive power, using it in ways that it was never intended to be used. In terms of education, he literally revoked that $400 million gift to Columbia University, and needless to say, he's been super aggressive in his approach to foreign countries, many of whom have been US allies for generations, with these dumb tariffs that he's passed. Uranus is crossing Trump's midheaven at 24 degrees of Taurus. So the midheaven is the cusp of the 10th house, which is associated with Capricorn, which is career and status, and it's one of the signs that is by extension about money, but your midheaven is even more specifically about status. And Uranus is the planet of surprise and unexpected events. It can totally turn things on their head. This aspect is almost exact right now. We're 1 minute away, so we'll see if something happens relating to Trump's status and if it also involves money. And we're already seeing, although this was not unexpected if you have any kind of economic understanding, but he's crashed the markets. He's crashed the traditional stock markets. He's also sent cryptocurrency in a nosedive because of these dumb policies. And I wonder if that's going to be the thing, a related unexpected thing might happen that causes his status to tumble further because of what's going on in the world of money, which relates to this aspect. And then Neptune at 29 degrees of Pisces is making a quincunx. So this aspect is less talked about. It's a 150 degree angle to Trump's ascendant at 29 degrees of Leo. A quincunx is, quote, correctional and highly therapeutic in nature, and Neptune is associated with health matters and diseases, especially if they're invisible. So that again begs the question, is he going to be facing health issues that maybe were invisible up until recently? And as a last point, Neptune is also already in his 8th house, and the 8th house again is associated with Scorpio, and that's linked to surgery and medical intervention as well. So he has multiple aspects showing up in his chart in mid-March, which point to something health related. So that's all I have right now. If you have any thoughts, please put them in the comments. Again, like I shared, I really want to get better and to learn, and I'd love to hear what you have to say. Okay, take care. Bye.